Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode, and I promise this one's going to be action-packed, of the Chaotic Neutral Podcast.
Dude, last time was
I,
awesome.
I am your DM, Caleb, and I'm joined by Sheen
Hey, how you doing? I'm Bert the Warlock, and I just got my book, and I'm so freaking excited.
and Kiki, or I'm sorry, Amy, I stole your thunder.
Hi, I play Kiki. The lovable rogue. Promise not to kill anybody. No,
You promised nothing.
that's a lie.
And Dan, who was not scared away by his first run with us.
Hi, I'm play Zerf, and I have some new friends.
And finally, David.
Hi, I play Kyler Smith.
All right, so we'll do a real quick recap. You guys have been traveling overland from some haunted mansion places to the location of some disturbance that's been blowing away the whole topsoil, basically. And you found encountered a bunch of orcs that were attacking a lone dwarf. You fought off the orcs and rescued the dwarf, who he might be of the opinion that he didn't need rescuing. In the orc's lair, you found some strange items that you haven't quite figured out exactly what they do, and you eventually found your way to these windswept ruins that are mostly buried in sand at the edge of a vast pit, out of which is rising an alien crystalline tower. And you had just arrived in these ruins when we last left off.
This whole place is alien.
That is true.
Screwed up.
Well, maybe you're the aliens.
So this is the pit?
We're right.
Yes, that. So for listeners who can't see Roll20, David was pinging a section of the map that's gray, and that's the pit, correct? And then the bridge is the thing that looks like a bridge.
Okay, so from last time, you told me that during my rest periods, I'd be able to look over this Tomb of the Unknowable that I've acquired
Uh-huh.
to get more of a feel for what's in it, to be able to translate more of it. So during the ride over, I think did you say it was like a 6-hour ride last time?
Yeah, it would have to have been
Yeah.
in order for people to get their resting bonus. So yeah, you can roll me an Arcana.
Okay. Oh, 18.
It tells you that the Great Ones are chained by the usurpers and the captors. But they are chained, but they do not sleep.
Chained, but they do not sleep.
And that's about all that you can get from your first read through.
Lame.
It means something. Because I'm not asleep.
So David, did you examine that orb that you found?
In secret, yeah.
Duplicitous little turd.
The obsidian,
Yeah.
does that count as stone?
Roll me a whichever's highest, intelligence or wisdom.
Wisdom.
Caleb, does that obsidian count as stone?
19.
It does, Dan. So David, you notice that as as I mentioned, it has several markings that you can't quite decipher. There is one that looks like it's a small circle with several arms radiating out of it in a spiral pattern. That it always seems to be pointing in the same direction. Like the cart twists and turns underneath you, changing direction, and the orb is always turning so that marking is always facing the same direction.
Hmm.
And
Can I roll to see if I see him pull that out?
let's see, you're walking along beside the cart,
Yeah.
and he's sitting up top. Yeah, you can roll a perception.
So that's what, just a d20?
Yep, and plus your wisdom, and then your proficiency bonus if you have um, proficiency in it.
For stone, I do. Double proficient on history checks of stonework, I guess.
That would be if you actually had it and were examining it to try to figure out its origin.
Okay.
What'd you get? I'm sorry.
Ooh.
The ones.
Was that
I got the lowest I could possibly get.
okay? You don't even realize that he's up there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Get
looking
those
for
out of the way now.
Just meta gaming. Please don't gamble that stone away.
Too late.
Lost it to one of the caravan guards.
Sorry, I'm trying to find something here.
Got a game of Baccarat going up on the top.
Hasn't invited any of us to it.
I know.
Okay, so you arrive at these ruins, and you sort of have a few minutes to look around.
I inspect the stone again.
Well, you
Or
don't.
the ruins.
You don't know. Yeah, you can investigate the ruins. The obsidian stone.
No, not that one. The ruins.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've been in another. So that 13 was your roll just now?
Yeah. And that was just plus my wisdom. I don't know if I need anything else for my stone.
Let me go ahead and look up dwarf here just so I can make sure that we're not cheating you.
I think he can roll another 2 times.
Double advantage?
Yeah, it's stone cunning.
Yeah, it's called stone cunning, double proficient on history checks of stonework.
Double proficient. Does that mean the same as double advantage?
No. Okay, so it's whenever you make an intelligence / history or a history check related to the origin of any stonework, you automatically it's as if you're proficient in the history skill and you get to double whatever your proficiency bonus is. So proficiency bonus at level 3 is +2. So on history checks to determine stonework, in addition to the intelligence bonus that in addition to your intelligence modifier, you get an additional +4.
So my not wisdom, intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, well then we need to change that up. Because
Um,
intelligence is -1.
so you would be at a +3 to determine origin of stonework. Or yeah.
Same thing.
Cat, this is where I put the book. You stupid jerk.
I had.
So
The strike for another.
Crap.
So you know that this stonework is extremely old, and what is really appalling to you is that the stonework seems to be older, like these buildings seem to be older than the rock on which they're built.
Okay.
And they've been abandoned for long, long time. They're almost featureless. They've been weathered so much.
So if I were to look at it and try to, if there were runes on it, would I be able to tell? Or are they pretty much just faceless?
They're, from what you can tell, walking around the ruins. And actually, let's keep track of where everyone's at. So, Zerf, move your mini to the stonework specifically that you're examining for that. Okay. Go ahead and make me a wisdom check. You can add your perception if you have it. Oh,
Is that a?
did you roll
Eight.
the
And
8?
8.
Okay. It didn't beep at me because I guess I wasn't in another screen.
Hmm.
So, other than the stonework, you don't really notice anything.
Okay.
I do need to know. So we know Kai has the obsidian orb. Bert has the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the panpipes? Did you take those back from Lee Howe, or does he still have them?
I have 6 of them since I was playing them all at the same time.
Do they separate?
They
Or
don't
are
separate.
lashed
you
together?
have-
Okay.
So you
Oh.
have the panpipes. And who has the crystal files?
I guess I do. I didn't really give them any.
Okay.
They're in the satchel.
I was not interested in those at all.
Okay, so Bert, move your mini to, or your
Oh, my
token
guy's-
to where.
My guy's already there. He's looking
Okay.
inside that hole in the side of that ruin.
Okay,
Sure.
roll me a perception.
Rolling better.
You have advantage, actually.
Oh, because this one was an 18. Nice. And that one's a 20.
So, what, natural?
Not a natural, no, just flat 20.
So as you're peering in there, you realize that the crystal rod that you're carrying is starting to hum at one of the pitches that you would have experienced with the panpipes, and you realize that the wind is coalescing. Like within this ruin, there shouldn't be as much wind as there is, and you discern a vague form that coalesces out of the wind and the dust. Oh, that shouldn't go to map layer. That should have gone to token layer. And an elemental appears.
Oh, great.
So I look at him and I put is the rod vibrating right now? Like
Yeah.
I put it to my throat and I he's probably hostile, but I'm like, take it from me. You don't want to smoke. Because I don't know what to do with elementals.
I regret to inform you that it doesn't seem to get the joke.
So I look at it, I wait for anything, and then nothing happens. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I take a step towards it, and I introduce myself. Hello, my name is Bert. Is this your home? What is this place? Why did this rod respond to you?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
5.
It does not seem interested in talking. And in fact, you sense nothing but mindless rage and chaos from it. And that's where we're going to have everyone roll initiative.
I knew I should have done a surprise round. Damn it. Had to go for the joke. It wasn't even a good joke.
So it's a d20 plus 5, right?
Yes. Or plus your dex modifier, which...
Oh, dex modifier, which is 3, 2.
You just hanging out on Pete, Kiki?
What?
You just hanging out on Pete?
Oh yeah, I forgot that I named him.
Got a mind like a steel trap there.
Yeah.
Damn, kid.
So Zerf is at 17. What about Kiki?
I think those are 21.
And Kai?
Just 18. It's actually at 8, not 17.
Okay. Well, that's the old one. And Bert.
I got a 20 even.
Okay. First I'll do +3, 4.
Already doing better than last time.
Lee Howe. So Lee Howe's at 18. And Saldoon's at 15. Alright, so we start with Kiki.
Do I have any idea what's going on?
You do hear when it reveals itself, it yells something that shakes all the teeth in your head, and it seems to be a language, but you don't recognize it.
So it's not one of those happy in my
No.
head.
And actually, all of the other wind in this area goes dead. Like the wind blows towards that structure and then dies. And it doesn't have a roof, so you can see the top of the elemental
How tall is
out of the top of it.
it?
I am looking up right now to see what size it is, because it is large. So it's actually.
Oh crap!
How tall is the building?
The walls are about 10 feet high, and so it's sticking up out of there. You can see just the top of it.
Okay, so from my chocobo, can I jump onto the building?
I'm gonna allow it.
Okay. So I need to roll for acrobatics.
Yes.
$11.
That beats the DC of 10.
All right.
So can I jump onto him now?
You can because he's not really corporeal. He's corporeal enough that you can damage it, but not that you can actually grapple it.
So
And none of you speak Auran, right?
No.
Okay.
I speak Celestial. Does that help? Is that like Spanish and French? So they kind of intersect some words.
I would actually say it's the opposite.
God damn it!
Because Celestial's the language of the gods, and elementals would be cited against them.
Crap.
So I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. And I have advantage.
Yep.
So is that I forgot what advantage is already.
You roll twice and take the higher result.
Let's stick with that 24.
Okay, you hit him. Or it.
That looks female.
I was surprised at how difficult it is to find an elemental. Okay, so 18 damage. You notice that even though you strike it, you don't meet as much resistance as you expect to. And it doesn't seem to it's really hard to tell whether the thing is damaged or not. But
Okay.
but you can tell that it has resistance.
Oh no.
Bert.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the ghost that gives Ray Stans a blowjibber in Ghostbusters.
Are you having a good evening?
Okay, so I'm terrified of getting hit, and so I do three things. First, I do two. I do like a surprise whelp, and then I keep pinging. I'm sorry, and then I run back into the cart, and I do one of those awesome Tony Jaa kick missiles into the window. So, hopefully this doesn't just flatten me against the side of the cart. And that's an acrobatics or a strength, I guess.
Well, let's do the attack first.
Okay, so in midair, I fire off Eldritch Bolt. That's a 9.
Total.
Totes.
It passes right through it.
Make a
now-
montage of these sounds.
And I yell, "Oh shit! Our weapons are ineffective."
Uh, Now roll me your acrobatics.
Hopefully this is better. 12?
You do not slam into the side of the carriage, but through the door that was helpfully left open when you got out.
Yes! My laziness pays off.
Lee Howe.
And as a bonus action, I close the door.
Lee Howe looks out the window and goes, what spells do I have to deal with this?
I like how you RP'd yourself looking into a book.
I
don't have...
I think you're running out of time, Leo.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to calm down himself.
I mean, if you don't want Lee Howe to participate in this fight, you know.
No. Fire or something. Yeah, sacred flame. Don't healers have that?
Well, he's a bard.
Oh, that's right.
Put
Can you slow him with
that wind spirit down.
Yeah, can you make him groggy with like a Marvin Gaye song?
He actually that is something he could do. Is let's see if he can inspire heroism.
This is one of those instances where we have to have something funny loaded.
Dude.
It's looking up his stuff.
I could. Never mind.
Oh, do you know how to juggle?
No.
Oh. I was
had
excited for a visual display.
Where's your cat?
Yeah, why isn't your cat like
He's
interrupting
sleeping.
us now?
It's
Wake him
fine.
up. Wake him up.
Let him sleep.
Poke him with a stick.
Oh, you fucking cat.
So he gives bardic inspiration to Bert.
After I cowardly
Who
jump
ran
back into
away?
the car.
What the fuck is
Basically-
wrong with you two?
You once within the next 10 minutes, you can roll a d6 and add the number rolled on that to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Not a damage roll?
Not a damage roll.
Damn. Okay. I'll take it.
And he doesn't do anything else. Zerf.
How close am I to Kai? Like, can I grab the windpipes that he's got and start trying to play those?
Yeah, you can move over to him, and then if he gives them to you, you can take an action to try to play him.
Kai, are you going to give those to me, or am I going to walk over and you're going to be like, no?
I was actually going to toss it to him.
Okay. And so,
Be a team
You have
player
to
here.
fight for it.
roll me, because you don't have any training or anything, so this is just sheer, think this one sounds good, so wisdom.
He is an outlander, so he can. Never mind.
Yeah, I do have the ability to play an instrument.
But these are actually a magical implement.
Okay.
So you could play them as a musical instrument, but to figure out how to use them in this context, in this
Gotcha.
case, you're basically guessing. So I'm going to
Yeah.
say a wisdom.
Okay.
So that
an
was
8.
the 8. Okay, so
Play the Zelda tune.
Yeah. It always works out well.
and I guess that's a good question. Are you trying to harmonize or just play single notes?
Single notes.
Okay.
See which one affects him.
Okay. And then. All right. So, the note you play seems to enrage him.
Way to go.
And he lashes out at Kiki, who's the closest target to him.
Thanks.
Ah, damn it, Meg!
I'm a team player.
We're gonna have words later.
By words, she means her knife.
I
11,
needed words.
11 won't hit you, right?
No.
Okay, so you nimbly dodge out of the way. So that's Zerf's turn. Saldoon leaps over Bert and charges into the fray.
You go get him.
You do that thing.
Yeah, do the thing.
Big guy to leap over.
Little bitch, Bert.
Oh, so close to a 20.
Oh, he was so badass.
So 1 hits, 1 misses.
12 misses. Oh shit.
Yeah, there's a reason there's only one of these guys.
Indeed. No blow jibbers from her today. Like, really angry hand jobs.
Excuse me, gibbers.
Okay, and as a bonus action, Saldoon will use his Dragon's Breath,
Yes.
which actually, oh,
Please work.
just reduction. I was gonna say, it'd suck if this thing was immune to lightning damage. So it needs to make a saving throw, I believe.
When it attacks, is it more like a tendril, or is it like an energy blast, or a limb that comes out and
It's like
bludgeons
because it sort of has the same shape as like a dust devil or a whirlwind,
Mhm.
and it's like a almost like a pseudopod comes out and just slams into
Okay.
whatever it's aiming at. So it needs to make a Dex saving throw. 8 plus his con plus his proficiency. So 12. Oh shit, its dex is way high. So it does half damage on a miss.
Oh wow, was it always like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in fourth, I don't think.
Yeah, for 8. I didn't-
But
I-
but in third, most area of effect attacks, and fifth is the same way. Most area of effect attacks, even if you save, you still take half damage. So. So it takes 1 damage from this breath attack.
Wow.
Oh, Saldoon, I'm so sorry. And the elemental goes. And Kiki, evens or odds?
Odds.
It swings at you.
But I picked.
Oh, that's.
I picked odds.
That's
good or
right.
evil?
You did pick it. So that's
They should win.
that was my bad. I did not specify, so I'll give it to you. He swings at Saldoon.
You win the lottery. Shirley Jackson's lottery.
Literature joke. It misses him. And the elemental will. Yes, it will do that. It will move on top of Saldoon and Kiki.
What does that feel like?
Holy crap.
You are buffeted with horrific winds.
Balls.
And right now it doesn't seem to be damaging you that much, but you feel like they could pick up at any minute. Kai.
Do I notice anything? No, I'm just kidding.
Notice a lot of wind blowing.
Roll me a wisdom. This is part of your character trait, isn't it? That you're absent-minded and not really observant.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh shit! I didn't know that until this game.
So no, you don't have a fucking clue.
I just know the dwarf took something from me. And...
Yeah, the dwarf's like, give me those panpipes. Okay. The orb still has that symbol that
do I have like
across the bridge.
Do I have like a beeper going off in my pocket or with that orb?
No, the orb.
Am I being called into surgery?
If you don't have the orb in your hand, you don't notice anything about it.
What's in front of me?
There's some more stonework and then the bridge leading off to that strange structure.
I go heading off to the strange structure.
All right, and you can have inspiration.
Asshole.
Follow out his path. But I'm yelling, Kai! On my turn.
Okay.
bringing
Well, I
you
guess on your turn you can yell for him. Kiki, you're inside a raging living windstorm.
Alright, well, I'm going to attack from the inside.
All right, you've got advantage in sneak attack because you're still adjacent to Saldoon.
How could you tell?
24.
Okay, and roll me a second one just to see if you hit the magic number.
Nope.
All right, but you hit him. Roll me damage.
Nine-
19.
19.
So.
It's calculating.
Oh, I don't like that look. That
Nah.
face.
I have to divide by 2 and then subtract. And,
Mathing.
yeah. I don't understand why parents don't want their kids to play D&D. It's all a whole shit ton of math all the time. And the basic mental shit that you want to keep strong.
It's from the devil, Caleb.
I know, elementals and casting spells.
It's
And
all
a-
Satanism.
And a church that preaches the worship of their god to the exclusion of all others, and they happen to be bad. I can't believe this game.
We just lost like 10 followers.
I know. I feel like if anyone uber Christian made it through the first episode
True.
and then hit the episode where I introduced the religion of the Celestial Arch, that's where that would have been the final straw.
Be it. Be it.
But no, I'm pretty sure if they made it through Kiki's sociopathy, the hand job in episode 2,
All of Kiki's bullshit.
the horribly disturbing ninja murders, the premeditated attempted murder of the magistrate, followed by when it didn't work, the ripping off of his fingernails. I don't think we had any uber Christians left to offend.
Probably not.
For those of you that did stay, we appreciate it.
We really do. Thanks for having a sense of humor.
So you use your attack and your move. You can use a bonus action to hide, disengage, or dash.
Hide, Kiki, hide.
Could I hide there?
Yep.
Okay.
Just roll me a stealth.
I guess I don't have that. +9.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's not going to see you. He's got a +0 wisdom. Bert.
Okay, so before I do anything, I get Kai's attention. I go, Kai! There's a goblin with a 3-card Monte table inside, and Kiki already won 50 gold! and then before he turns around, I pop one off. So that's 15 total.
Okay.
You
that
should
hit?
have done the I bet you won't come back.
15.
All right. So 15 hits. That's that's only 6.
But you notice that it seems to take all 6 of that. That the Eldritch energy does seem. You see a hole in the windstorm that seems to persist.
Cool. Oh shit! Can I do a check of some kind?
Yeah.
Right now, I want to see if I can discern if this rod in my hand, if I channel energy into it, will have any effect, negative or positive, on that elemental.
Okay.
12.
You can always tell when it's not that good.
Well, thing is, DCs are lower than in 5th than they are in 4th. So 12 is actually a normal DC, and based on what you have, what you know so far, that's sufficient for you to tell that the rod is resonating in a particular pitch with this elemental. And you know that the rod and the pipes are connected somehow.
Okay. So maybe change the pitch. Because if they're resonating the same, and we'll figure that out next turn.
All right. Lee Howe is going to. He's going to do nothing right now.
God, I wish he had those pipes.
And next week, he's going to pick his spells ahead of time.
He'd be setting up for that poker game.
I'm not the only one who doesn't do his homework.
There's a poker game?
Zerf.
I'm gonna throw the what?
Hey, before you do anything, did Bert share his epiphany with anyone?
I will. Can I? I
He
didn't.
says it just like that. Epiphany.
Yeah, I'm just holding it around.
Eureka!
Oh, this works. Guys, change the pitch. And I'll try to. I don't know how to make him actually blow like a different pitch. So when he starts doing it, I'll change it to match his tune.
Okay, you don't think you can control the pitch of the rod?
Oh, okay. I thought the more power I put into it, the higher the pitch would go. Is basically what I.
No,
I
it
would
seems
think.
it seems to be like a tuning fork, where the elemental causes it to resonate, and you think that when you put your Eldritch Blast in there, it didn't know what to do with it, so it sort of resonated. But right now, if you were to feed Eldritch energy into it, it just sort of dissipates.
Oh, into the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
So Zerf.
I'll go ahead and try and change the pitch again.
All right. So go ahead and roll me. You are proficient in musical instruments. So roll me a. Are you trained in perform?
Performance 2.
Okay. So yeah, roll me a charisma or wisdom, whichever is higher.
X-swinging minstrel.
And add your perform proficiency. And you're trying to match the pitch emanating from.
Boom!
Yeah.
So
Done.
So you manage almost right off the bat to, once you realize that you're trying to match the pitch that's coming from that crystal rod, you match it, and the elemental shrinks down, and then again all the way to just a hovering swirling globe of air that just sort of sits chest high in the middle of that room, and it sits quiescent. Saldoon goes, do I hit it? What do I do? And he delays.
Okay. Because I actually don't know right now.
And so the elemental is at a -2 for charisma. Okay, so the elemental doesn't do anything. Kai, so it's suddenly a lot quieter. The rod is still sort of resonating at a lower volume, but that same pitch. You heard. Roll me a quick wisdom just to see if you heard Bert tell you about the gambling den. And you can have advantage on this one. No, 13 was enough. Like you're like, I'm gonna go check that out. You hear gambling den?
Run over here.
You don't even have to run, huh? Because that's just your move.
Yeah. Brisk walk.
Where?
It's in there.
Money in his hand. Ready to go.
I can always tell which card's the black card.
There's nobody in here.
So, roll me a dex save.
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? D20.
Plus your dex modifier.
13.
And then if you have proficiency in your dex under saving throws.
Another +5.
Okay, so that's an 18. So you're looking around trying, like, where's this goblin? And one of the files shoots out of the satchel, and you manage to just sort of catch it and hang on to it before it shatters, and the globe flies into the file, and it seems to seal itself. And you can see held within the little file is a swirling, raging elemental.
All right.
Nito Bandito.
Got my own elemental.
You told us about the files, right?
Yes.
How many were there?
3, I thought.
I think there were 4.
4.
I want one.
Let me look at my notes.
I want one too.
I got it.
I just put several, so...
One in the box, ready to go. They be fast and we be slow. Wait, I got that backwards.
So there were 8.
I want two.
You want two? I think that's good.
Okay, I pass out 2 to each of them. Keep 1 for myself.
Oh, man. I wonder how many more we're going to come across.
But put the other one back in the satchel carefully.
Very carefully.
All right, and you don't seem to notice anything else in this area. What do you guys do?
I think we should inspect the bridge. If, of course, if there's nothing left inside here to see, it's just pretty much stone walls and nothing remarkable at all.
Yeah, extremely weathered, but
Okay.
still standing.
What about this monolith right in front of the bridge? Does it say anything on it, or is it also weathered? And
It looks like it's the remains of a wall, that this used to be like a little guard post or something to regulate traffic going over the bridge.
Okay. I asked Kai, can you tell if this bridge is, up to snuff? Will it support everyone?
So the bridge itself seems to be made of the same crystalline structure as the tower. So it's
Seems to be. I'm walking on it.
it's translucent, and it also is resonant as you walk on it, so that your footsteps echo and seem to vibrate beneath your feet.
So will the Bifrost Bridge actually support our cart, or should we leave it here?
It seems sturdy. I mean, it's in much better condition than the walls of the building that it leads to.
Okay. And the wind is gone now with that elemental.
The wind in this area has died down a bit, but there's still, especially over the pit, not on the bridge itself, but you feel like it's being directed under the bridge, are raging, swirling winds, and you can see elsewhere dust storms are still blowing around.
Okay. I would like to. Well, tell me what everybody thinks. I'd like to leave this cart here, like behind that structure, maybe tied up and secured against it, with the chocobos. I don't know what they're called. What are they called?
Sturches.
Sturches. With the sturches here as well. I don't really want to take them on the bridge.
I think that's Lee Howe's choice.
Oh, it is his cart, isn't it? So I present that option to him. Like, well, do you think that we should leave your cool stuff here? I'd hate to lose all your booze.
And he hits a soft spot.
He says, so would I. And I think that your plan's probably the best way to ensure that the booze doesn't get lost. And he actually suggests pinning the sturches up in the room where you just fought the elemental.
Okay.
And putting little... You can put barricades from pieces of the cart to block them in.
Okay.
So that is what they'll do. So the cart will go... Somehow you get it in here, and the sturches
Get it out.
And so you guys head across the bridge.
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get up in that
Lee-
tower.
Lee Howe shrugs and says, "It's gonna make for a great story." And Saldoon's like, "Why did I sign on to protect these guys?"
Oh, are his 4 guys staying here to protect the cart and the sturges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, the scouts have been fanning out, and they'll set up a perimeter here. The scouts, by and large, are for flavor. They wear cloaks of unimportance.
Cloaks of importance. Okay.
So with all of that, so if we're done on this map, I am going to take everyone's tokens. And actually, I don't have a map for the next immediate area, so we'll actually just leave these here for now and let Amy draw.
Okay.
Like what? I don't know what she's drawing, but by God, she's fucking drawing.
The area of influence from the last elemental, but in the future, there's the large swirling motion coming in from the south, from the Ifrit that Caleb has yet to put in.
The big yellow one's the sun.
Now, if you look over here, Kai was moving away, but then Bert's clutch play got him to come all the way back here. That was incredible. Let's watch that on replay.
It was a Hail Mary beckon that wasn't about to work, but all of a sudden everything came together and Georgia took state.
I don't know how to get
And then we had turducken.
Oh, see, I couldn't get rid of it.
So,
It's dead now.
you guys cross the bridge and pass through an arch made of the same crystal, and find yourself in a brightly lit chamber with sort of cool zephyrs blowing around it. And in the center of it is a figure that seems to be made entirely out of light that's cast through the prisms of this room. And it's about 8 feet tall, very slender, and with long arms and fingers, and a featureless face. Like there's just a blank head made of light. and it seems to be waiting.
Made of light.
Yes.
Above my pay grade.
Yeah, I didn't sign
I'm
on
waving
for.
at it.
I didn't really want to encounter Slenderman during this entire thing, so I'm. Anybody else want to go up and talk to him?
Sure. Let's let the dumb guy do it.
Have at it.
All right.
Go ahead, Zerf.
I'm gonna go up and talk to him.
Go talk to the Slenderman Isoman.
All right. It watches you approach. You think the head seems to follow you. What do you say?
Terrible idea.
Hi, we have traveled far, and we would like to find out what this rod and pitch pipes are for.
And I yell, "You liar! You're not dumb."
Greetings. I am Glyph. I am the avatar of the caretaker of this facility. I am very pleased that a repair team managed to make it, although you are not the repair team that I was informed would be dispatched to this location. Still, you appear to have the implements, and several of your team do seem to have the marks of the makers, so you may proceed.
Okay, I hustle up and I say, "Okay, so where is the malfunction exactly?"
It's at the pinnacle. The whole facility is malfunctioning, but the pinnacle seems to be where it is manifesting.
Is that where the cascading error is originating?
Put crudely, yes. And
You
it
bastard!
I
pulled out all the words that I could.
Brain
its
is done
voice,
for now.
its voice is very musical, almost like
Dictionary hour.
wind going through through pipes.
Oh. Just I grip my book really tightly and I'm just pissed. And I was like, fuck. And
If you want, you can roll me a wisdom check, an insight.
okay. Wisdom is. Do I have insight? No. Of course I didn't choose that. 15.
You think that no matter what you would have said, it would have answered put crudely. That
Oh, okay.
verbal communication in and of itself is crude to this creature.
Oh, so then wait, is there anything there for me to sense in order to put my thoughts into it?
If you want to try mental communication, you can.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I whispered,
Ping.
jerk. Yeah, I gotta do my ping. Do I set off any alarms?
It says better, but you're still bound by the confines of your primitive organic language.
And I just communicate a picture of myself flipping it off, and that's all I. And then
you get the mental equivalent of a pat on the head.
And I turn around, and no words have been said throughout this whole thing, so I'm just staring at it. And I turn around pissed off, and I wave, and I was like, "We're leaving! We walk from here!" And, yeah, so I guess we follow whatever path leads up to... Unless somebody wants to look around. Does anybody want to tool around?
I get up off the ground after that ping.
Does it put you in a bad mood when I do that?
Yes.
Sorry.
Never gonna stop.
I pat his back and I try to comfort him, but he knows it's fake.
So it says, "Are you prepared to do the repairs?"
Mentally, I communicate that we are indeed prepared to perform maintenance on this pinnacle, on the pinnacle of the spire.
Excellent. And you are teleported.
Ooh.
Oh. Wait.
To the roof of the spire. I don't know what I just did.
We don't either, but that's okay.
Did it turn all blue for you guys?
I see. No, I just see the same map.
Yeah.
Okay, why did it... Maybe if I... Oh, there we go. I must have accidentally selected everything. So you're on the central spire, you can tell, and you can see the complex spreading out below you, and you can see for miles around. Excuse
Is the
me.
map gonna change?
Huh?
Is the map supposed to change?
Oh, did I not drag you guys over?
Not yet.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I couldn't find things to represent what I wanted. So in the center of this tower is a large prism that seems to be floating there and humming discordantly, like it sets your teeth on edge. And you can see similar crystals on the towers to the north, south, and west. And the bridge to the tower to the east is blocked by an invisible force. Like you can see the shimmering, but you would know it's a force wall.
Okay. Can I do some kind of a check to see what the purpose of this place is?
Yeah.
And that was a good roll.
All I gotta say is thank God that wasn't an attack. Because somebody be getting fucking shot. that was a 1. Well, hey guys, I think we should just fix this and be on our way.
Caleb's doing something.
I don't like this, Caleb.
You're pretty sure you should just try to smash the rod. That's what needs to happen.
Smash the rod into the prism?
Yeah. Shatter them both.
Okay. Oh, the flute and the rod?
Well, I was saying you stab the rod into the prism and hopefully shatter both, and that should fix the problem.
So I
No more resonance.
I announced my plan, and any of you are absolutely invited to stop me from doing this. But I say I'm pretty sure that this needs to break that and then itself, and then I rear back, and you've got like 3 seconds
I'm just
to stop
gonna
me.
rush him.
All right. Roll me just a quick attack, Kiki.
Got a really low AC. That'll do it.
All right. You have to put all your weight onto his arm, but you managed to stop him from throwing it.
What are you doing?
Stabbing it.
What are you doing?
I'm fixing the problem.
God. Take it from him.
These guys.
That's the solution. Because basically, if he thinks that's the plan, it's not the plan for me.
Oh, thank God for your fucked up brain.
And Kai is gone now. He's
And,
just wandering.
jeez, what was there? A roulette table up here? Okay.
Try and pocket it.
Is the crystal of any sort of stone?
You feel that it's synthesized out of several different stones. It's not natural.
Can I do a check?
I mean, it's
Get more information off? No? Alright.
like that's. I mean, you can, but that's pretty much. It's magic crystal.
Okay.
Well, since Kiki has my rod.
Not the first time, am I right?
I'm gonna accept it because she's never really done wrong by me. Actually, she's done some pretty cool stuff. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. How's your father? So I'm gonna put my hands on that if I can discern anything from the prism floating in the middle of the spire.
Make me a Constitution save.
Shit. No. Okay. Okay, I got 7.
You are physically ill. The dissonance that you felt emanating from it before, as soon as you touch it, that floods throughout your whole body, and it's kind of like the mythical brown noise, except it makes you puke.
So yeah, run, Kiki. Yeah, so I'm hands on knees, bent over, just bellowing out anything and everything that Lee Howe had.
And Lee Howe's giving you the shoulder rub, like.
And I'm just like, between pukes, I'm like, hold my hair. Because apparently I've got this awesome white mohawk that just comes down like over my face like a, well, maybe not over the face, I can't really see. But it's cool, and I don't want to get puke in it.
Okay, so that was Bert. What is...
That was the sum of my turn.
Kai, you find yourself at a smaller crystal similar to the one in the center. What do you do?
I kind of pull out the stone, just take a look at it.
The orb?
Yeah.
The orb is pointing the symbol that you had noted before with the weird spiral pattern is now pointed straight down into the palm of your hand. You can roll me a wisdom or intelligence, whichever's higher. Arcana if you have it.
Wisdom 8.
You don't have a clue. Some magic orb thing.
Look at the pretty picture.
Put it back in my pocket.
You're gonna make me so much money.
Yeah.
Can I?
Neat trinket. I bet I could hawk this for a few hundred gold.
Can I try the pitch pipes?
Yeah. Roll me a perform. So that would be a total of 13 after your proficiency.
Yeah.
You successfully play the pipes to match the tone of the crystal that you're standing near. And I need you and Kai and let's see if you, Kai, and Kiki to all make Constitution saving throws.
So that's just a D20 plus your Constitution.
Yep.
13.
Okay.
Oh, welcome to the club, David.
Okay. Hang on, because I gotta roll for Lee Howe and Saldoon. So
That's
Your
the
brothers
one
unite.
club for all of our listeners.
If you didn't get my squeak.
Apparently, if you're any kind of elf, you puke.
It's okay, David. I got a 6, and half of that was my Constitution.
okay, so Kai, Zerf, and Saldoon, all three of you, basically Zerf, you harmonize with this horrible dissonant tone, and it same effect, like it just like sick to your stomach.
Fucking useless.
Lee Howe and Kiki managed to keep their shit together, but the rest of you are losing your lunch all
like
over the top of this tower.
Like we all drank Epicac together. It seems bad.
I'm wasting some good mead.
It burns so bad. I don't wanna.
So I think that takes us to Kiki.
Do I pass out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You rolled a 1, so you're going to be incapacitated for
Oh crap! Am I incapacitated too?
just for 1 round.
Okay.
David's going to be out of it for four turns.
Holy shit!
I don't know what's going on. This is not my forte. So I'm going to take the rod that I've got and stick it in the, poke the barrier
Oh,
with
shit.
We all get launched
So
off this thing.
So you poke
It's been
it.
fun. It's been fun,
and
gentlemen.
It starts off just, normal, but then it's as if you're shoving it through Jello, and then through molasses, and like it gets to the point where it just stops. You can't push it any farther, but it doesn't collide with anything. And that happens right about, here, let me draw. Freehand.
What happens if I touch
That
it?
happens right about there. You encounter the same thing. Like if you try to push forward, you meet more and more resistance, as if the very air itself has become solid.
Well, I got nothing.
What's your intelligence score, Kiki?
4.
Okay. The score?
Smart.
The number under 4. Or do you
Or
want
is it-
like 18?
Okay, it's 18. Okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like 4, 4, you can't even read. You're like drooling.
I can at least spell SAT.
10 is considered human average. 8's bit slow. Can't read.
I've learned to read dog, and I keep spelling it G-O-D.
So you give me just a quick intelligence check, because you would have seen what happened with the elemental and
16.
You think that the central crystal resonates with whatever harmony the 3 outer crystals resonate with, and that that they're out of tune, essentially.
Are the north and south crystals, are those ones open for access?
North, south, and west are. East is the only one, and east doesn't have a crystal. East just seems to be an empty platform.
Oh, okay. But those crystals, those other 3 crystals, are much smaller than the one in the center. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. So that's what Kiki has figured out. I don't know if she shares it with anyone.
They're all puking, so no.
Well, I was only up for 1 round.
Yeah,
Are you still out? Or are you better now?
I don't know.
well, he's up next, and he'll be better.
I guess I puke for 6 seconds. Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Blech.
One good puke.
Yeah, 1 good haul. Just
Because it's a reaction to what happened. Like the body convulses, and then you stopped touching the crystal. And,
no, I didn't keep my
and got
hand on
better.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, I had to brace
Maybe if
myself.
I leave
on
it
my
here,
legs.
it'll get better.
yeah. No, get used to it.
Well, you guys underestimate me. I'm trying again. I wipe my mouth and it's all right. Let's try this. Wax on, wax off. No, I'm not doing that again.
Okay, so it is Bert's turn.
Okay, so do you share that with me, Kiki?
Yeah.
I stand up and I dust myself off and wipe the corners of my mouth.
Like I don't know what it means, but that's what I know.
Well, okay. So I take the flute from the puking dwarf.
Oh, clean that shit off first.
Yeah,
It's off to the side. Like,
Yeah, okay,
Like,
so I
hold
pick
it-
it up off
it's
the
like
ground.
his booze. He's holding it up.
And I walk to the south, and I tell Kiki to follow me whenever it is her turn. Come on. All right.
Lee Howe will have heard this plan, and he'll see if Kiki will give him the rod.
Okay.
No.
No.
He
Kiki,
shrugs and
Don't give me the rod. Don't give Lee Howe the rod. Whatever you do. Just keep it to yourself and never let it go. Never give it up. Never run around and desert it.
I was waiting for that. I was trying to remember the lyrics myself.
I was gonna see.
That's-
Never let it cry. Never say goodbye. Never tell a lie or hurt it. Just keep it close.
And listeners, if you've never been rickrolled before, you just have been. So it's Kai's turn, and Kai pukes his guts out. So,
Well, I wanted to play the.
No, I'm just convulsing on the ground.
yeah,
You're having, roll him over onto the side. That's how Hendrix died.
Zerf.
Does the orb fall out of his pocket or anything like that while he's convulsing on the ground?
That's a good question. High or low?
Low.
Same team.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it is secured deep within his pocket.
That thing is not secured deep. He's put that thing up his
Same
He's
thing.
smuggling that into Mexico.
Yep. It's never coming out.
You're gonna need to go to the
You
hospital to
don't
remove
want it
that.
if it does.
All right, then I ask Kiki if I can have the rod.
No.
Well, shit, howdy. Fine, I just go touch the thing again.
Oh my god.
I know you. I'm sorry.
This time, punch it. Don't just put your hand on it.
I'll just
Get
pass
mad at it.
Rush the crystal.
Okay, so then we go to Kiki.
Do the
Julie, do the thing.
Where was I supposed to go with him?
I'm in the south
No.
end.
Oh wait. Where the hell are you?
He's on the south.
South.
Oh. I gotta zoom out. Okay.
Okay, so roll me Arcana. Bert, give me a perform.
Okay. What is that under? Is that just a charisma thing?
It's charisma, and then if you have proficiency in perform.
I do not.
Okay, and then Kiki, give me an Arcana.
I don't want to.
I have a 12 for my performance. Do, do, do,
14.
do, do.
Dan, you should have done the Gimli move on the Ring of Power.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Bring it down.
Okay, so Kiki, you hold the rod out to the crystal, and you notice that the crystal's pitch seems to reduce in intensity, and Bert is able to match the pitch of the pipes to the pitch of the rod, which then changes the pitch of the crystal to match the pitch of the rod. And you feel a little bit of relief wash over you, like some of the dissonance is gone.
Sweet.
So I'm just going to fast forward through this and say that you guys, now that you know what to do, go around and do it to all the rest of them. And you feel sort of the elemental chaos that you've been feeling subconsciously since you started approaching this site start to reduce. And the wall of wind that had been blocking that last tower dissipates.
Ooh. Yeah, who'd have known Summer of '69 was the tune we had to play in order to get this thing fixed?
Not at all. No, it was.
God damn it. Let me have something.
Do 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 do. And then Kiki had to come in with the Bowie. So, like I said, it seems to be just an empty platform over there.
Oh, both of them are empty?
It seems to be. No one's walked over there yet.
Oh, I mean, on either side, west or east?
Oh, west.
Or-
So basically, north and west had
So
two
the-
more crystals that you guys retuned.
Yeah.
And
So-
after you retuned those, the central crystal quit sending out that dissonance, and the wall of wind blocking the bridge to the east disappeared.
Oh, okay.
I'll walk over there.
So Kiki, as soon as you sort of step through that circle into the center of that tower, you disappear from everyone else's sight.
Oh, and then I get really excited, and I do a flying dive into it.
Okay. And I'm assuming everyone eventually does go through.
Yes.
You find
Well, Is David still convulsing on the ground?
No, he would
He'll figure it out.
I'm just staring at the ceiling. You know,
he would have recovered as they were tuning the last crystal.
just staring at the ceiling.
So you guys find yourselves back in that crystalline chamber that you were at the beginning when you first entered the structure. And there's a glyph standing there again, and it's hard to read his body language, but it does seem that he's relieved and pleased.
Okay, so I ask him telepathically, what is the purpose of this structure?
To regulate the air currents within this plate. Had the dissonance continued, it probably would have spread throughout the entire plate, probably exterminated all life within the area.
Ooh.
So well done.
How many plates are there?
Shane, god damn it.
Dude, you didn't see this coming?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, all right.
So, 144 plates.
All right, fuck you. That is a lot. 144. Give me a gross of anything, I'm pissed. So
To be fair, I just picked a square.
Thanks, buddy. Well, I'm floored by that number, so I'm like, dude, I don't even know what to think of that. That's way too much ground to cover.
You don't have to. Your role is not to. Your role and my role are different. I need to operate all these facilities on all the plates simultaneously. Your role is to repair them and to, judging by the mark that the makers gave you, it appears that your job is to, for lack of a better phrase, you do you.
Do you?
The makers selected the three of you for your unique capabilities and personalities.
The makers are weird. Can you tell me who the makers are? Besides, being just the makers.
Error.
Are they gods? Are they outer beings of unimaginable power? Are they?
You might consider them such. They constructed this facility and everything within it, and then imported all of the creatures and life forms.
So I mind whisper to Kai. What was that?
What was that? Reveal to me your secrets.
On listening to the podcast where David asked if he knew it was Bert, I kind of wish I had said no. I thought there was just this unwholesome entity that was trying to contact him and get him to do it.
It would have been perfect. I just slowly turn around and just lock eyes with him as I whispered into his ears. With some Joker rictus
Power.
Ask about the power? Oh, the unlocked power. So I ask him. I've come into knowledge that there may be some power to be unlocked in these bracelets. Do you have any knowledge of what that might be, or how to unlock it?
Bide a moment while I communicate. Yes, it's done. Each of you now has a greater affinity for the element which you have been assigned. So for the diminutive one, that is water, and for the pointy-eared one, that is fire, and for the scary one with the book, or I'm sorry, for the corrupted one, that would be air. Would you like a mark as well?
Super offended.
It says to Zerf. My understanding is that you were instrumental in the recovery and repair of this facility.
Sure.
and a black bracelet appears on your wrist, flush with the flesh, and it briefly glows with a rune that looks like just a crystalline structure. And he says, "You've been granted affinity with the element of earth. Thank you for your service. We will call again if we need you." And you are teleported back to the ruins outside.
Wow. So if we put all 4 of these together, we can't ask him anymore. I was gonna say, can we form Captain Planet if we do this right? I'm not like on your story or anything. I think that'd be really cool. Form some kind of all-powerful djinn, like with a green mullet and red panties.
But you're missing the power of heart.
We can all be
all
heart.
have the power of heart.
We all. That's Lee Howe. That's Lee Howe.
Y'all need to.
Damn,
y'all
we need to find another place.
Heart songs in harmony.
Oh.
So that I think is where we're going to cut it for this time.
The power is yours.
Do you guys have any other questions or anything you want resolved before we cut it?
I was going to ask Cliff about the stone, the orb.
Oh, he can hold several conversations at once for anyone who figured out they can talk to him telepathically. So roll me a wisdom to see if you would have figured that out.
Anybody? Or I guess it doesn't really matter. I was talking.
15.
So yeah, you would have figured it out when you realized that Bert seemed to be chatting with him without you hearing it. Or it seemed to be responding to queries that nobody had made. So it would have said back to you in the same melodious tones as it spoke out loud. That is, for lack of a better word, a compass. It will guide you, if you know how to read it, to any of our facilities that you may need to access. They may not all be accessible when you arrive, but you will be able to find them.
Does he say that out loud, or is that telepathically?
That's telepathically to David while he's asking Zerf if Zerf wants an elemental boon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you still keeping that under your hat?
Yes.
God damn you and your black pearl compass.
It's not under his hat, remember?
That's right.
It is deep within him.
Yeah, it's not even in the colon anymore. That's like small intestine deep. 99 out of 100? I've never seen that before.
Oh.
It's like he chopped it up and snorted it like cocaine. It's like, it is a part of my essence.
All right, guys. Thank you for playing, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Later.
Goodbye.